Nerd Z, is you ready?
I am ready.
Dal Pesh, is you ready?
Yes.
Pause. Um, in a world where please come home, I got beans and bologna. This is the band. I'm your host, Jayhan. We got the Nerd Z here. I've got Dal Pesh here.
Come home.
Beans.
Beans and bologna. That's a nasty combo.
Bologna.
Beans and bologna?
Yo, beans and bologna is a weird mix still. That sounds like a mess.
I don't.
No, honestly, it's
Eric,
the soul out of it.
like beans and hot dogs, beans and hot dogs.
Beans and hot dogs
makes
is-
sense. Like what they call it? What they call it?
Nah, I don't.
Beans and Franks.
Oh, Franks.
That's that Franks and beans.
Franks and beans. Yeah.
Franks and beans?
Franks, yeah.
Nah, man. Some of y'all in the States? Nah,
I
man.
remember I had that. I think I had that
way.
at like Pine River. If you guys remember Pine River back in the day.
Ooh, you're just gonna taking it back.
Yep.
Yeah, I had that one time for dinner.
Wait, so how's it served up? Like, it's just beans.
Beans and Franks mixed with like a white bread.
I got beans, greens, tomatoes. Sorry.
I swear it's Thanksgiving for them anyway this year. This week?
This
It's pretty. It's coming up.
Yeah,
The 10th, no?
something like that.
I think it's deeper than that. Yeah.
I got beans, greens, bananas.
That guy, man, he made some songs.
Right?
So
You're like,
as you
alright.
can tell, we're in a great mood. Halloween has passed, and as soon as it's passed,
Here, out comes Christmas, man.
Mariah Carey just pulled up.
Of course.
Christmas carols
Infamous.
series, having a wonderful Christmas time. What was it other song?
Oh.
Christmas carols. Give me some Christmas carols.
Dang.
Christmas
I
carols.
was ready for the rest of it.
I mean,
Yes.
Merry Christmas
Yes. That was
to all of you.
right.
Yo,
That's the other one.
You know what?
That's roasted.
Sitting on an open fire. What's the other one? You know what? So that's just depressing. I'm like, why are you doing this on Christmas? So this is Christmas. Now what have you done? That commercial be depressing,
That's a.
bro.
Have
That commercial hurt, yo.
you seen that commercial in a while
I
too?
haven't seen that commercial, but yo, you be like, man, just throw you off your whole Christmas.
Spirit.
And there's what's it called? Santa Claus, have you ever come to the ghetto?
Oh,
That's Santa Claus. What's other ones? There's obviously Frosty the Snowman.
Yes.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
What's
Infamous Santa baby, just hurry down the chimney tonight for me.
There's what else? Obviously, all I want for Christmas is you. Bing, billy, 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 billy. What is it?
There's a lot of them.
Now to the time, Merry Christmas to you. That's
You know what's actually crazy? As we were going through this list, what is the most recent Christmas or carol song that has been played repetitively?
Like, it's a classic.
Yeah, like,
Ooh.
because I don't think any new songs that have been made.
I would say Justin Bieber Mistletoe,
How does that work?
but I don't remember. Underneath the mistletoe, something like that. I remember.
I don't even know.
You know what song was hard and I never knew what the song was? I'm like, throw some trap beats on that. Jeez. That was the song. It's just a build up for no reason. Like, you know, it's hard. That was hard.
Is it really when they start getting quieter though?
And then you hear the other keys. Right? That used to be, they were cutting up on that.
They were going like, yo, like,
They probably really were.
Have you guys went to Santa Claus Parade before?
Probably
Never
when I was
know.
younger. So
nah.
I remember the one time I went, and it was a rapping Santa,
Oh, what?
and I've never been back again.
Wow.
Rapping as in wrapping gifts?
No, rapping.
Oh, like
Rapping.
rapping.
I don't know if anybody remembers that year, but there's a rap. It says, "Yo, yo, yo," when the ho hoes.
Wow.
Here we
Wow.
go. I'm like, oh my god.
That's
Wow. It's the S on the.
That's like, all right, let's go.
no, the holes. Holes.
Let's get out of here.
Like,
Santa Claus and I'm rolling with the red beam.
Wow.
Rudolph. With the-
And Rudolph is ready to spit some bars too
wow, not the.
with the red beam.
Yo, red beam like Rudolph.
You know what's crazy? Those names are like. I swear those names are German too, like Rudolph,
Donner.
Donner, Blitzen.
Yeah, but
It's just weird, like
I don't even remember all of their names to be very honest.
Dancer,
Oh yeah, Prancer.
Frank.
Home Alone is gonna be playing anytime soon now.
I love
Home Alone
Yeah.
1, 2,
With Donald
Elf.
Trump.
Elf.
Elf has actually gone in the rankings for like movies on repeat. That's crazy.
Elf.
Okay.
What other like
Charlie Brown. You're always gonna see.
Charlie Brown.
That's actually a jazz song.
Yeah, Charlie
That's
Brown.
why. That's.
What else? What else? Other Christmas sitting.
There's so many things. But okay, let's talk about Halloween. Cause even though it's just past,
Yeah, Halloween was mud.
I heard so many different things. I heard that the usual stuff, you know, teenagers going out to the doors and barely even dressed for the festivities.
Give me the candy.
Right? Just showing up at people's doors and just say, here's my bag, yo.
What are you? Depressed?
Right?
Wow.
There was one that I saw actually on
Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry to everybody that's depressed.
on
Forgive
TikTok and stuff like that. They were actually giving out bouillon, the seasoning.
Yes, I
Oh,
seen that.
seasoning.
The packs to the kids.
To the
I'm
kids.
like, wow.
Yo.
Can you imagine? The man said, trick or treat, chicken or beef. And this
yo.
ramen noodles here thing. Clink, clink, heavy.
But I mean,
Heavy.
Yo, what?
that
and then-
is essentially what the festivities are for. It's either you
Right.
get a treat, a trick, or a treat.
A tree. Yeah.
Even what else? I seen where people storm the basket in the front.
Yeah.
Oh
I
shoot.
think that's a
Okay.
normal thing. When people
Just,
just
yo,
leave it out in the front.
It says,
and then
just
they're-
take one, please.
Yeah.
Man said,
But one.
the whole
Man,
basket, yo.
dump that. You crazy?
dump it. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
bro.
I think I gave out candy one time and I never wanted to do it again.
Oh, we've given up.
Because it'd be some crazy, yo, some of these kids' masks be like, I'm like, is that a child mask? That's a kind of creepy looking mask.
That's,
Creepy looking mask. You're like,
it's like too realistic. Like.
Yeah.
too like ugly, yo.
Oh, okay. The-
Not the mask.
No, 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 no.
I was like, oh!
No, no, I was just talking about,
Oh!
no, I was just talking about
Oh! Can you imagine?
no, the actual like.
And then the worst, and
It poses
sometimes,
the question, so what are you supposed to be?
and it's cold. Yo, trust me. It's like, what are you supposed to do with the bloodshot face? And I'm
Yeah.
like,
You're like,
I don't even ask. I just hear.
It's here. Just,
Just take the candy, yo. I don't talk. And then it's cold. The breeze come in the house. And then as you're giving out candy, you see the kids down the street.
Yep. Oh, their eyes light up.
Yo,
You can see it through
they
the
see
mask.
they're giving candy and they're just
Yeah.
walking with their bags.
that's
My brother was doing trick or treat this time. He said he doesn't want to do it again.
Oh, but-
I did the year before.
Right.
He did this year, and he was like, "Yo, what happened is he was trying to get rid of his candy,
right.
right? So instead of just giving 2 pieces, he started throwing handfuls.
Oh.
And he threw a handful. The kid said, "The good candy's here!"
Oh,
Yo, 20 to 25 kids just
wow.
yo,
Wow.
yo, they came.
Honestly,
Yo, that's
didn't your brother understand these movies when we grew up? Kids come in a flock.
I don't
They
think
never
remember
come
those
one on
days.
by themselves. Like,
That was funny.
and rumors spread like wildfire.
like, you know, like,
Exactly.
The kid ball out. Yo.
yo.
And they came like
Also sworn.
like seagulls, yo,
they're
seagulls, yo.
But
But you know,
That's
there's still
hilarious.
people doing evil stuff to candy,
Yes.
sadly,
putting
yeah, like,
pins in. I seen the one where the guy's testing you with a metal detector,
Yep.
and it cling,
Yep. It would.
wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
and it was a pin.
Wow.
Pins in a coffee crisp. Whoever, and O. Henry, I think.
Yeah.
O. Henry had a coffee crisp. One of them. You're an evil person. You're an evil person to put a pin. Like, yo,
Like,
But it's
you-
not the only thing. Like, there's been razors. There's been, what's it called?
pills.
pills. Yeah.
Pill way,
And there's
yo.
also been like
Yo,
screws.
what?
There's been,
Screws?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it's not funny, but the crazy thing is, like, it's still like you're looking at the package and it still has air in the package.
Yeah.
Oh, they're really like,
So I think that
Yeah.
like I think they probably like iron it back or some type of thing to like they take time, crafty.
But then they're crafting the entire bag, not just that
No,
one.
they probably
candy.
take two and just like if you shoot a pin in, that's kind of mud.
there's some.
I've
wicked
seen
about
other
that.
people they have like trunk or treat, so everybody parks in a lot,
Right.
And they could just run the circle, which I think is safe.
Yo,
Until you find out whoever has their pin inside the trunk.
hold
No,
on.
but that's the
So
Like,
I heard of that term like very recently. I never heard that term like trunk or treat. And it's, the show I was listening to, someone made an evil joke where it's like, "Hey man, once that door closes, you don't see that kid again." I was just like,
No,
oh.
wait, hold on.
I was
Now,
like, whoa.
multiple cars,
I was like,
multiple
oh.
cars. It's in a safe designated area.
I know, but like,
I would hope everybody agrees.
but just to be on your P's and Q's, it's like,
Can you imagine if you like had
Like-
some type of way to inspect? So when it drops, you have a thing, beep, and then it's just the man's checking the candy. Some hits the metal and you just look up at the man. Yeah, that'd be mad. That'd be mad.
Yo, that's
That would be mad. It's
yo.
madness.
But I've never heard that term, trunk or treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it. It's like in some suburb areas, like they do that.
That's
Even in like I think it's Boston, they have something called ghosting. So it's like Nicky Nine Door, but you put like a bag of candy on their doorstep.
oh, okay. I
So
mean,
doom, 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 and they run off, and it's like a ghost bag with candy.
it goes back.
It's
Okay.
like- Me living in Boston, like,
Like,
Yeah, if I
I
wouldn't.
want to leave this in the house. You know, just kick it,
do I kick it?
just kick it a little bit.
I wouldn't.
Let the wind catch it?
I don't know.
Because this is Boston we're talking about, so it's like no.
Well, I mean,
Nah, I wouldn't-
again, goes back to the whole trick or treat.
Some people take the trick part very
Very
Psycho?
seriously.
psycho.
You know what's the
way,
thing?
Like,
Some churches are probably having a field day. Yeah, you want a trick or treat? Well, there's a trick.
That's funny. I mean, that's
They
that
put the
comes
trick
with
in the trick or treating.
That comes with the territory.
You thought it was a
no?
cavity. No, it was a hole in your mouth.
that's wow,
Exactly.
wow. That's crazy.
And that
Especially
it's
when
crazy
the
how
razor ones.
and people are sick like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. But
But I mean, it just goes back to like, are these parents actually watching? And every year, the same announcement is said: make sure that you check your kids' candy before you actually give them to them.
it's mud. Like you have to check each one, which is
Yes,
fine.
yes,
But like
yes.
like a pin,
Yes,
a
it's
pin.
your job. Yes.
The one
Yes.
that kind of threw me off was people putting pills with my people.
Yes.
Well,
That's
you're
why-
not my people because my people don't do that. But pills though,
That's why you got to check it.
or
You
they
should-
or they
you should
grind something
know.
up and then just
There has
Yeah,
to be
but you should
there has
know
to be a
what's
way
going
to like change this Cadbury and Snickers and Nestle and Hershey. Like, can there be a way like you get the candy and if it like opens, the wrapper changes color?
Well,
I'm-
that's a little intense.
I mean, because you could see it now, like, hey, this has been tampered with. you
But that's
know?
what I mean. Like when they go through their bags, right? Because I mean, okay, this is the thing. When the kids go from being on the road and they come home, I would be concerned if they come into the house and then march upstairs into their room and start having a field day with the candy. You didn't go and inspect that stuff before they actually like.
Hey, Donovan, come back here.
Because even if before they even eat it, you never know what kind of E. coli or salmonella, whatever.
Salmonella
it
in
is. Yeah, it's
chocolate
on the
is
actual
wild.
wrapper.
that is
You don't know what's on the wrapper
salmonella and
itself.
chocolate though. That's a weird double entendre. Oh, that's a weird one too.
Bro, you
That's
never
a
know.
weird double entendre, man.
All right. I don't know where to go.
I don't know.
This kind of mud. But let's switch it to like
Not chicken water.
Not chicken. You never know.
where do you want to go now? Where do you want to go? Do you want to go? Do you want to go?
It is hazy in there. There,
Well,
there might be a fan.
Do you want to talk about the shelters?
Oh shoot, yeah. So I guess
In Brampton.
oh,
I guess
Brampton.
our Canada segment. So
shelters.
mean,
in
you were saying-
Brampton.
So basically,
Yeah,
in
talk
one of the
about
Brampton food shelters, they're having signs that says
The
no.
sign.
The sign that says no international students.
Yes, yes, yes. It said new entry this direction. Regulars this direction. On the
There's
bottom,
no
no
international students.
international students.
Government regulations.
Wild.
Wow.
What does that say? Wild.
I'm gonna say this because you know,
Wild. What is happening?
and I read the comments of people like, well, you know, they're not from Canada, so they don't need anything here, man. You know, you have a problem, go back where you came from.
Wow.
White crash.
That's what some people think.
That's
They think the easy solution is just go back where you came from.
just go back.
Go back where you came from because I'm starving and I need it more than you and I'm Canadian. But
That's something.
if you really think about it, like, if we were good with food, like, would we have this issue? Like, if food was affordable, like, I would think that it would just be as easy as having affordable food and everybody be able to afford food. And if somebody comes in wanting to have food, we would have food to give them. But at the same time,
13% is heavy still.
it's a food drive. Would there be a food drive? Is a food drive a money thing?
Yes.
Like, I wonder, because it's like, if food is affordable now, you wouldn't need a food drive,
yeah.
or
Well,
would you?
You still would.
You
What
still
is
need it.
considered?
Yeah.
What is considered? I guess what is considered affordable?
Uh,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's where the scales, I guess, change.
you know how in the States, like, how they subsidize like certain food things? That could be a start.
They subsidize everything. over there.
Yeah, like dairy is cheap in the States because like, yeah, the government upfronts the cost.
But they have like things like government cheese and like.
I mean, I wouldn't touch that. Please don't touch that. But in general, like, if I go to the States and buy eggs, I'm like, oh, this is really like, it's cheap because it's,
yeah,
you know, the reduction.
Not like over here where it's like $9.
13%.
for a whole egg, a whole brown egg, or a whole white.
A carton of 12, $5.
Yo, like what?
I think Costco has the best deals on eggs. If there's anywhere you can go, Costco, you get like a 30
Oh,
pack.
yeah.
The problem is just fitting that in your fridge. It's like fitting that in your fridge. Like, you're gonna be like, oh, these eggs are just like,
What am I gonna do with this?
Oh, and the wars like it start like
you get tired of eating eggs.
like you eat 2 eggs, you're just like, okay. Do you eat 2 eggs the next day? Yo, you're just gonna eat off the whole eggs? Oh, nah, I just had 4.
Just because you have 30 doesn't mean you have to go nuts. I just had 2, fam.
I just had
And some people, I hate people that be watching your consume proportions and stuff.
I mean, if you're not seeing how fast and how quick you eat,
But what if you bought it?
Oh.
You tell me how much drinks I drink water. This is my juice. I bought it.
Well, maybe also the other part too is they're just checking out for your health.
That's a cop out.
And wow.
Cop out. Cop out.
I mean,
if you need to drink more water, is it true?
you're too racing out here. Drink some water.
Yeah, like if you're drinking too much juice,
Need to flush the toxins out.
exactly.
You know?
Maybe they noticed that.
They say like your face is greasy.
Yeah,
You know?
your sweat is.
That's funny.
You know?
But no, but water's good.
Water's better.
I think I don't know, man.
That's crazy though. No international students.
That is mud. But
that
I'm not
must
gonna
be-
say I understand.
That must mean
'Cause I
that
feel
there's
like
a
it's kinda
lot of
wild.
them are coming in and finding that that's their way to save money.
There was a YouTube video where the man posted how to get free food
Yeah,
from like food banks.
yeah.
So there's obviously an issue.
Right.
But at the same time, it's an issue for people that live here.
Yeah, and
Right.
actually
So
are
if you're coming
facing
to a place,
some adversity.
it's kind of tough because you're coming to a place that has already an issue about food
Right.
for education. So it's like, it's not like we have a free food ticket where you have food coming every season,
We don't really have what they call
like vegetation every year, all year round.
Well, we
That's-
don't have
that's
it all
one.
year round. That's the
that's
biggest
one.
part.
We don't have EBT either.
And it's not like we have enough hydroponic.
We don't got
farming
food stamps.
systems here either.
And the we don't got that either. No.
We had
For marijuana.
Huh?
I think we've heard have it for marijuana.
For the grabba, yes.
Look at
for the
that.
drugs.
Priorities.
For the drugs.
Problems with priorities.
You might not have water in your house, but you'll have alcohol.
But you definitely will have the weed.
That is very sad. If you don't have water in your house, but alcohol.
Some
only,
places you don't have no water, but you have Coke.
That,
It's just,
Yeah.
you know, capitalism at its finest.
wait a minute. Just a quick sidebar about the grabba, but it's still the same thing. Has anyone noticed there been pop-ups of mushroom shops? I thought that was illegal.
Shrooms?
They're actual shops.
Shrooms.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I do
noticed
not.
that too.
What's going on with that?
I do not indulge myself
It's all
in
a
those
part of
things.
it. It's all a part of it.
Really? Wow.
All
Psychedelics. I do not indulge myself in any of those things. I don't think.
I'm not gonna touch that. That's
I don't think it's good for me to touch any of those type of things. I feel like the one time I ever take a shroom or whatever, it's like help! We're gonna die! Help! Like I feel like
no, like yeah.
I don't think like my brain is already unstable as it is. So let alone enhance that with any type of psychedelic or some type of drug.
That's funny.
That's
I'd rather not.
but to pull it back to this though. Okay, so how do these places determine who's a international student? Is it the obvious thing, or is it
That's a good question.
like how do they?
I don't
like
know.
how would they know?
Maybe your citizenship.
Ooh, that okay. If I
Yeah,
gotta break
because-
out a citizenship
Then that says a lot.
To eat
to eat at a food bank
or to take food.
or to take food, yeah. So like, okay,
Food
so
banks they give you, there must be, okay.
There must be something.
Yes, there must be some type of protocol in order for you to know who's who, right? Like, I know for sure, being that I work in a public service system, in order for some patrons or some of our clients to be able to have access to certain programs, they have to actually be registered through a social worker. They have to be with an agency. They have to have all these things. So if you're an international student coming there, unless you are assigned with a social worker or an agency, that's the only way you can go and get something. You can't just pop up in one day and just be like, "Hey, my name is Sharon. I'm here to get some food."
so it's not considered a drop in.
No, not at all.
Okay. Okay.
It makes sense, I guess, when it's like healthcare. It's like, oh, free healthcare, yeah. But for a Canadian,
Yeah.
you can't just come here and be like, oh, yeah, we gonna help you. You gonna be alive, but 2,300.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like you don't have an O hip.
Ooh,
yeah.
shit,
You
okay.
gotta pay.
Yeah, you have to hug that charge and keep it moving. But yeah, they need to
So what would they offer then?
they need to cut the costs on food.
For
No,
who?
like if
Just
no, everybody.
everywhere,
See, I'm tired of this.
everywhere.
I'm sure you
Yo,
you
why
guys
is no
listening
name
at
looking
home?
like a designer brand? That's mad. That is madness.
like
No name's looking like a designer. President's Choice
Now they're getting better at their branding.
is looking like what designer brand out now? That's
ooh, okay, that's a good
expensive. President's Choice is looking like
Gucci,
Not
and then the actual product is like what's higher than Gucci?
Chanel
Chanel or some type of like. Yeah, no, that's the tier.
or LV.
Or LV, yeah.
Louis
sorry.
Vuitton.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton.
I don't know.
Like that's
President's Choice be and that's the thing. President's Choice is not even that great. They have some great stuff,
They got some good
but I ain't
stuff.
gonna buy jerk sauce from President's Choice.
first of all, that's no, you can't do that. For those listening,
Okay, how inspired of Jamaica you think you are?
some of their chips are gold though. Korean barbecue chips. Korean barbecue chips, guys. Next time you're at Loblaws, no frills. I'm plugging it right now. Korean barbecue chips.
I will never do that. I will never try that. You're only
is
getting
fire.
ketchup from me. Ketchup, and I'm not going any further.
You trust in ketchup only. That's it.
At one point, they did have, President had a wicked, like, smoked barbecue ribs or something one. It was wicked. I don't even know why did they put it in that. I'm like, how do you have a whole rib and potato chip? I don't know if I should eat this. And I stopped. I stopped. But, like,
Well, it just kind of means that we're actually affording our own brands in Canada,
But
We need to
manufactured
afford
and
more.
created.
but
we're not.
it costs more though.
All the other ones aren't Canadian.
No,
That doesn't
true,
mean-
yeah,
but
but
that's not right.
Yeah, you should.
I thought
you
President's
shouldn't
Choice-
be buying the imports. You should be buying what's already domestic.
see, we don't have manufacturing.
Oh,
We just need to do better on the cost. That's all I'm saying. We need to do better on the costs.
Well, I'm not gonna settle for just the cost. I'm gonna settle for the whole system itself. It's broken.
Okay, of course.
Like
And-
there's a food bank near old stomping grounds, like at the library, right? I'll just say where Star Bank is.
Okay,
If
yeah,
you're familiar. Anytime that place opens on Friday,
it's crazy.
line out the door.
Yeah.
and that's a problem.
That's wild.
That's a problem.
You see people just waiting out there, just like,
I need to eat. And then it's like some people are just like, and that's the thing. It's crazy because it's like you think about these type of things. And I'm like, how do we reduce these lines? Or are you getting something out of this not to reduce these lines? You know what I mean?
right.
Yes, you'll hear some people say, "Oh, these people that take advantage of the system." But hey, there's Canadians in here, born Canadian, true north, strong and free, struggling to eat.
Yeah, you know what? I honestly think the reason why a lot of Canadians have a struggle or struggling to eat is because they actually don't know how to cook.
I mean,
That's
A lot of immigrated households tend to know how to
make-
cook.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
generational,
sure.
they don't seem to know how to cook. They get further and further away from being able to have that self-sufficiency. Even garden. They don't even know how to garden. So I think that comes with it.
But maybe that's not what they want to promote.
What?
Gardening. If you garden and plant your own food, that means that I can't sell you my food.
That
If you know how
means-
to be self-sufficient,
but no.
that means you're not going to depend on me.
No, you can only garden so many things, right?
know.
well, yeah.
That's one, because it's not all year round, first off, where we
Right,
live.
okay, that's fair.
And two, even if you did garden, you would still have to wait until harvest before you could actually harvest it. So you plant it in the ground now, it's not going to be ready and prep for 4 weeks. Like,
But as a capitalist, you don't want them to plant at all. You're probably going to be like, hey, oh, you want to plant something? Take these seedless stuff.
we can't afford
Like you have to buy, you have to buy every harvest, yeah.
But like that's going to be only for a season.
Your grapes have seeds? No. Take these seedless grapes.
I cannot.
Seedless cucumbers? Why are your computers look bigger than ours? No.
I mean,
Just look.
okay, prime example. My backyard. My backyard is not big enough to have more than a month's worth of stuff,
Okay.
right? Like, that's really it. If anything, it's better for the like this time when it gets cold, right? It's definitely for that. If I have pumpkins, squash, or potatoes, for sure, those will always be forever in stock in my backyard. Great. We have a cherry tree, for example, but that cherry tree took how many years before it grew? Right? So, like, even if we became sufficient at this stuff,
But it's a start.
that's
It
it.
is a start. And
Right.
I hope they figure that out before people get mad and want to start
We
fighting.
need to have some cooking classes.
I mean,
Yo, shout out to Pasquale, yo. I don't know if you guys know who Pasquale is. Channel 4. My soul!
oh,
The singing chef, bro?
rest in peace. I think he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed away.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Pasquale. Now I'll be singing and cooking. It usually comes on after Price is Right.
Okay.
Or like
He-
Maury.
That's the guy with the
Yeah.
official hat.
The man was like cooking and something.
But what time of the day was that?
It was in the
That's a
day. That
That's what I'm
was
saying.
It was like
it was either after the Price is Right or after Maury on Omni, I think it was.
on Omni, yeah, Omni, yeah.
Pasquale. And the man would be, I hope I'm saying his name right, but yo, that man would be cooking.
Your pasta just
And I think President's Choice, I think it's a President's Choice show. And the man would be cooking and serving all that stuff in the back and all that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, man. That's people.
That's a name
know
I've heard in a
people-
while, man.
I don't even people know how to cook with love anymore. People just cook it to survive now.
Yo. Now,
People not putting their foot in the food. Not literally, but like, you know.
not literally, yeah. But now, okay, to tickle into this, okay, a good segment. That's a segment. The Keith Lee thing, right? Some restaurants that he's been asked to come and review them. He doesn't just jump in and just give his opinion.
Right.
They ask him like, okay, check out this restaurant.
Right.
Check out our menu, see what you like. Tell us, like, review, right? So far, certain spots that were out the way, he would big him up, and then all of a sudden there'd be lines out the door, right? Except there's one particular place,
Two, I think it was two of them.
two particular places.
And this place, one of the places already had been in the news for having poor service towards towards another person. Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
One was Milk and Honey, I believe, right?
The real.
The real
I think it's the real Milk and Honey.
Milk and Honey, which according to
Allegedly.
allegedly, yeah.
It's all alleged.
According to the AT aliens that live in Atlanta, apparently there's two. That's why they're confusing.
So yeah, I heard this whole story about this too. So,
But no, yeah. Speaking of not putting love in the food,
so based off the Keith Lee
Interesting.
situation, Keith Lee, he does food reviews on TikTok, big thing. But the thing about his food reviews, if you get a rating from Keith Lee, your business goes on
Like it
like
just-
booming up. He changes a lot of people's lives. You know, I remember the one with the guy that had cancer. He had a tumor.
Oh,
but he
sure,
was
wow.
still working. And literally, he did the food. Food was crazy nice, blew up, and now like he can actually do his treatments, and his business still go. He helps a lot of people.
right.
So went to Atlanta, you know, went to Milk and Honey. The thing about it, here's the thing. What I like about Keith Lee is not only that he rates the food, but he rates the service.
Yes, like it's all
All
in,
encompassed.
Which it is.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna go in there because he knows if he goes in there, it's gonna be fair, celebrity treatment
yeah.
type thing.
Right.
They're gonna be like, you hear it on the thing where people to be changing their Uber Eats names to Keith Lee because they get free food.
Yo.
They get some type of food.
Wow.
Or some people be calling in and be like, yo, just let you know, someone named this is ordering it, but it's actually Keith Lee. Lie.
Wow.
Just so they get like the top quality they're gonna show.
That's
or for people that get creative.
That's how strong is.
That's how strong and powerful his name is. His name is his name.
Wow.
He's like Omar. Somebody said he's like Omar.
He's like Omar.
When he walks to your food restaurant. So, long story short, well, I'll try to make it short. He his wife goes into the restaurant.
Right.
His wife and mom.
His mom or something like that. They go into the
Yeah.
restaurant saying that, oh, you know,
They like takeout
they want takeout. They don't do takeout.
on the
They check
weekends.
the website, can't do the orders. This, that, and the third.
There's a growing popularity I don't like. What's this whole thing where you go into a restaurant and there's no physical menu? It's all like, oh, scan this
Scan the
QR code, and you have to look.
I think they did it during COVID.
Yeah.
They had to do it.
They had to do it in
because they
COVID.
didn't want finger passing
Yeah.
around with the menu.
Okay.
So like the
I
menu,
don't like it.
You're not alone. There's a lot of people who do not.
I don't like it.
Yes. But it also is reducing. It's a
the
green
germ,
thing
yeah,
too.
yeah, that's why.
Reducing
It
the
wasn't
amount of
because,
paper.
you know, it's not like they wiped down the menus.
Yeah.
So anyway, so goes there, pops up. Keith Lee pops up. Oh, we have a table in 5 minutes. You just told people it was 3 hours for me to get
Yeah.
my menu and my food. It's like no, the name of the call. I thank you. I appreciate you, but I'm gonna go. God bless you. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right.
literally, he does the video review like, you know, hi, Keith Lee. I'm here to, what? It's like, I just came back from Real Milk and Honey for a takeout. As you can see, there's no bags here. Like yo, straight to it.
Just-
Straight to it. Like, you know, da-da-da-da.
That's exactly
Ask for
how he
customer
does
service,
it.
There's no customer service. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Right.
Da-da-da. So, customer service, 0 out of 10. He didn't say that, but he's very constructive criticism.
Right.
And, you know, instead of them, they did the sad mistake that Sunrise did.
That's
Instead of
so. That's the link I was trying to.
instead of
Just
just
saying
taking the
honestly,
criticism,
yeah.
they said, "Who the hell is this man coming? Who you ever heard of Keith Lee?" They deleted that because they got cooked.
They got
So Real Milk Honey may be bread and water by the end of the day,
Not bread and water.
or
Yeah.
water crackers and ice.
Milk and honey.
Like they got cooked because at the end of the day, the effect that place right now, ghost town.
Where'd you go? Yeah.
No one's going there. But Keith Lee did go to other places, and they were good. He went to what is it, Old Lady something, and same issue.
Right.
But Candy Burris, which is
Yes,
I guess
yes.
the owner, spoke
Who's the
about
celebrity owner?
you know she kind of saved it. I guess I don't.
She
know.
did
Even-
not save it.
She
She
did-
did
oh,
not. She
Okay.
did not.
She didn't answer the question.
Baby, no.
Okay.
She didn't.
All right, fine.
Wow.
She didn't.
fair enough.
We're not gonna say she did, because she made it seem as if.
She did better than what those guys did, acting like they don't know who Keith Lee is.
Okay, sure, by all means. If they really didn't know and they're like, who is he? You think he's hot?
No, I think they knew and they just
They're
they
trying
invited him.
Right?
Yeah, that's the
They
for
can
her-
start on a man you try to invite.
But for her, it was just the fact that she's like, for her, it was like, oh, sorry. She made the impression that her hours of operation, he just happened to miss it. And that they closed. And that was the reason why he couldn't get any food.
But she was also saying that, and what else did she say? She was saying
Like, you know, we'll make sure to pack you something.
they can't do
real cute.
takeout. They can't do takeout
Yeah, like that was
can't
what
at a
she was
certain
making it
time
seem.
because it's gonna flood the staff and all that stuff.
Yeah.
flood the staff, but
Yeah.
it's like no one took a
But
hospitality
you know what's
course.
crazy?
But they
Everybody-
don't do takeout on the weekend.
A lot of people in Atlanta were
But
like,
supposedly,
"Thank you,
supposedly
Thank
they're
you for
open.
explaining."
Yeah, they're only open supposedly from Wednesday to Sunday.
I don't know.
What kind of
But
time?
they're-
What kind of time is
but
I
that?
heard their time
everything
is time. I heard a lot.
Yeah,
of-
timing
a
is
lot
really
of-
bad.
Yeah,
And then that's also what it is. So like Wednesday to Friday, you could do takeout, but then after a certain time on Friday, you can't. It's
It's
only dine in. So Friday to
it's
Sunday,
one of those type
only
of things.
dine-in.
But some things I understand. Like there's a rib spot I go to. They stop taking orders after 8 pickup because they close at 9, which makes sense.
Okay.
And they have to smoke the ribs and all that stuff. It's like
Mm-hmm.
real tick time for everything. So certain things I understand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes some things I don't understand. Sometimes when it's like, oh, the weekends the price is higher than it is on weekdays, but I guess because it's busy,
Mm-hmm.
so I give you the benefit of the doubt.
Right. That's
But
that's fair.
Yeah, certain
So
things I
far.
can look at and
Or
whatever.
some places where it's like there's actual, they get real gain. Like they actually go and hunt the actual animals
Like
and
certain
place it for
things.
you.
Yeah.
So the price fluctuates.
Oh.
Yes. So you're never gonna get the same. Like you could get a hair
A certain
today.
season.
Yeah, in a certain season, and it will cost $20 today. But in 3 months later, they get the same hair. You're probably paying 27 now.
You have to chase these ones. I couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Okay, that's pretty.
so yeah, so but the thing about he went to a couple of restaurants, Jamaican restaurants.
Now,
The irony.
so take it slow. So like, so Jamaican restaurants and the consensus is
They have bad customer service.
bad customer service. However, what counterbalances it is the
Is
spectacular food.
The
Yeah.
food is nice. Some people believe if you have good customer service at a Caribbean food restaurant, it's not good. We spoke about this on the pod before.
Yeah, we spoke about it. Yeah.
And I feel like that needs to be. The kiss tea is a seasoning.
It's you ask for extra
And
gravy,
you
like
kissing teeth at the person salivates you for the food.
that. Salivate you.
That's
You know what I mean?
Like-
Sometimes you'll be chasing them like, yo, we have barbecue chicken. All right, yo, give me the fried chicken. Potency, it works. You know what I mean? But
Right,
like
right.
the
The
fact
longer
that he
the
goes
strip-
there and he's like, oh my gosh, the food's here. Da, da, da. Now that place is busting.
With good customer service.
Good customer service. Yeah.
So wait, I wonder. So for those listening, I wonder if it's a will this start a wave?
What
So
it
where
usually does.
yeah, like will it be the great spectacular food, and the customer service will slowly
starts
the
to
problem
climb.
is,
Climb?
here's the problem. You have people like Ocho Cinco saying, I don't like this Keith Lee boy. This Keith Lee guy, da 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 da.
Right.
Saying how, he's ruining black business. He's saying bad things negative about black business. If you're going in there, da 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 da, talking about the customer service. If your customer service is off, it's off.
it's off.
It's one thing if your customer service is off, but it's another thing if your food is off too.
You can't have both. You either have to have spectacular food, bad service, or spectacular. No, you can't even have bad food.
Yeah, no, you can't have bad food. You can have good customer service and decent food.
Decent. Oh yes, yeah.
Edible.
Edible.
Good.
Mid, like B
Mid
minus.
high, mid high.
Mid high, yeah. B minus.
Right.
Not be with it.
But if you have bad customer service and you have like A for excellence,
A
That's
plus.
crazy.
S tier. If you guys
you might have to
Chef kiss.
Chef kiss.
Chef kiss or kiss teeth.
Or kiss
Not
teeth.
kiss
Chef
teeth.
kiss teeth. That's guad.
Like
You know what I mean?
I think we was eating the jerk barbecue rib, which I have to try that. This guy ate it, and this guy just sat back in his seat, just like, yo, no, with the sauce, with the sauce. He said, oh man. So yo, when someone's eating like this,
And they have to talk and say 9.5%.
yo, that's yo. I said,
So-
yeah,
I mean, that's what happens. So he's hating. But then, it's funny because TikTok has this way that your algorithm will just continue the story for you. So Ocho Cinco's talking about it. Shannon Sharp's calling them out about it.
Oh, wow.
Because he's trying to say Keith Lee's not a food critic type thing.
Right.
He's not like a chef or whatever.
Yeah.
And Shannon Sharp is like, "Are you a dog trainer? You train dogs?"
What?
Because Ocho's talking about dogs or whatever, and then he's like, "Have you breed them? Have you this, have you that?" He's like, "No, I did.
That's it's because
I did. So who is you to tell me?"
That's crazy.
So, anyway, long story short, Keith Lee, they're giving them threats. They're beefing
Which is
with them.
that's ridiculous too. Mm-hmm. Like how far do some people have to take it? Like the whole thing like what CTE said, Ocho Cinco. Like he's just like
This guy said what CTE said.
It's like yo,
Sir,
Who is CTE?
no, CTE is not a person. It's a condition.
You know what? I exited.
no, but like the whole like
CTE is
the argument I heard was like, oh, you're
wow. I mean, if you gotta do that to run for the camera, that's fine. That's love.
I put my money in this place, and you're gonna come to my restaurant and blab it and da da da. I mean, if the food's bad, the service is poor, yeah, I'm gonna do that. You're not immune to it because you put money into it. Like the one recurrent thing, like I just said earlier, like there's like a lack of like hospitality. It's like no one took a course on customer service. You don't.
But it feels like they don't have to. Like I feel
the
like
mentality,
it's a mentality. Like we gonna win, we gonna this, you know, it's a mentality. But at the same time, if food is trash, sometimes the funny thing about some Caribbean places, I don't think it's an attitude problem. I think people just think it's an attitude problem. Like,
okay,
Jamaican people don't really have much. I'm not saying that they can't be like verbal,
yeah,
but like they came to work.
Right.
They came to make sure the food is pristine.
Right, yeah.
We don't have no time to talk.
There's like having a whole unless they know the person.
Unless they know the person,
yeah,
maybe. But
maybe.
even then, that person can get cussed out anytime.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they came here to bring you quality food.
Right.
Say, well, go on, everything's blessed. Da, 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 da. They don't need to talk to you if they know what they're cooking is nice.
And you better not hold up a line either.
And don't hold up the line.
Do not hold up the line either.
Know what you want before you got there.
Please. I'm saying.
What is your order? What is your order? They won't even say that. And more times they just lock you in your face and just rice and peas, oxtail gravy. Anything else?
Right.
That's it. Coleslaw, steamed veg. Rocks at what type of gravy? Like, you don't need to know anything else. We don't have it. We don't have that. Just fresh out.
It's just fresh out, right?
We have nothing else. And the thing about it, you gotta be quick on your feet.
Like take your stuff, pay the money, go. Like
that's it. That is it.
If you want to eat the food standing up, like or sitting on the if they have a table, okay, all right, but go on. All right, next person.
Go on, next. Next. And don't make that man wait for you, Mr. Next. Oi. Oi.
Yo.
Come no other man. What do you guys have today? Food. And that is it. And you gotta hug that. So
it's
shout out to Keith Lee.
Yeah, it's the mentality that's got to be broken is like
you feel just like be better than people.
Like yes, feel like they're better than people. That's one, and two is like just because you're in a black space, a black restaurant, so even how I treat you, you should just take that. Cause I'm black.
Because some people say you should take it because some races do the same thing. You should take it.
Yeah.
The problem with that is, and here's the thing, you shouldn't take it from anybody.
Right.
That's one thing, and I know, and you know, if you know, any type of other is trying to disrespect, I'm not giving them my money.
Right. Like off the rip, like
I'm not giving them my money. Or some people will cuss you. Who the hell are you talking to? And that's the relationship you have.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. It's just part of the game, I guess.
Like you go into.
I don't think it's okay.
Right. Like you go into a restaurant, like I remember you said a tale where like you were charged lettuce or something wild like that. Like no,
Oh, Nerdsy was there.
right, right,
We
like
went to a KBBQ spot.
right,
Yeah, I went
and
to
you were
the
charged lettuce.
They charged us for the lettuce, the refill on the lettuce, because it was
What?
like pork and lettuce.
Right,
It was like a pork and lettuce type wrap. So you cook it and you put in lettuce and you throw it in.
and yeah, you throw it in the.
They tried to charge us for that, but they were giving the other table free
See that part,
because
right?
of our,
Right,
And then you want to ask for a tip.
and ask for a tip on top of that.
They chase you down for tips. Tip what?
That's wild.
Isn't there gratuity on your thing? All right, don't know.
Like easy.
Isn't there gratuity on the bill?
Yo, okay. You heard what's happening with DoorDash, right? Sorry to sidebar like this,
Yes, DoorDash.
but
You ain't tipping, your food's coming
your
slower.
food's coming slower.
and cold.
That's crazy. Like, if you tip like a $3 drink, like let's say, I don't want to go to this.
Nah, yeah,
I don't wanna go to
where
bubble
you're getting
tea.
$3 drinks because
Well,
some of these drinks are way more than
I'm tripping. Sorry, like a 6 and up drink.
maybe. Yeah,
Let's say you want like a bubble tea, right? Mm-hmm. Yo, if a driver from DoorDash sees that, they go, well, if I'm burning this gas, I'm not gonna make up for it, and I'm probably not gonna tip
Here's
either.
the thing: they want people to tip. I know they're making a lot of money off of DoorDash.
Are
Like,
they?
I wonder how much money, like the delivery fees and all that stuff.
All these weird, yeah.
I don't know, but that's kind of wild if you don't tip. I tip every time.
Yeah, no,
I'll say that. I tip every
well
time
too,
on
yeah.
Uber Eats. I
Is
always
it
tip.
wild?
What?
Is it wild to not tip?
It is wild. Well, I tip. I just tip for the safety of my food.
Yo, that's. I mean,
That's
I
Crazy.
tip for the safety. Like I want the person to be happy bringing my food.
damn, not held hostage.
But I get mad if my food is like
Isn't that all a part of the service though?
that it comes a certain way. Yes, but like for
So
me,
why would you tip somebody who's giving you bad service?
it's not about tipping somebody bad service. It's just tipping and making sure my food comes on time.
like,
Me being was an Uber driver before.
right.
Sometimes I feel like even though I'm giving good service, that tip, pause, that little change
Okay, I wasn't
will give a little incentive
to like.
on delivering the product.
We actually said it like that. Yo, that tip
You
will
know-
give a little incentive.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's something about that change of money.
But you're gonna get paid no matter what.
Yes.
You just don't want to work extra for it.
Now that
No,
see,
but
they
it's
say
not- nah.
they say it's bad now. It's like
Some people know, like,
you're getting like $2 an order now, an hour. They say they used to.
$2.
you see some people.
you heard what I said.
There's people
$2
be
an hour.
balling on the phone, balling because they don't get tip. They're looking and they'll see. Ooh! They see them in the ring camera ready to kick over your food.
I've seen that.
You've seen.
I've seen it. I've encountered someone from for a pizza delivery actually. The man, yeah, he came. I did not tip him, and I was gonna tip him. My thing is I don't tip in the actual card.
I would give it
I
to you
tip in
physically.
cash, yeah, because I want to make sure that you receive it.
I'm the same way.
So-
He jumped the gun.
Oh, he jumped the gun real heavy,
Wow.
real
So
heavy.
you don't want to tip, huh?
Yeah, the man, he took the thing and he's like, "You didn't give me a tip." Literally like that. You didn't give me a tip. And he
It was
looks
in
at the
my hand.
receipt and he's like, and I'm just like, okay. And he's like, "I work for this. You didn't give me a tip."
Yo, whoa, jeez.
And I'm like, "Oh." I said, "Really?" I said, "Remember, you don't know who you're talking to, because I'm actually a well-known customer at the same shop that you're working for. You want to keep your job? Keep that tone."
Thanks.
Took my pizza and walked back inside.
Oh, straight.
And I called, and I said, you guys need to figure out who your drivers are. They lack customer service. They lack how the system works here.
Damn.
They lack all the stuff. I got free 2 pizzas after that
Yo,
because of one person.
Because they know you.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
See what I'm saying?
yo,
For
that's
me, I just tip. Like I go to Uber, every time I check, 15, boom. Just okay. I'm already paying like whatever. So I just
Right.
throw the thing and just call it a day. Don't look back. But what buns me is if you mess if my order is like sideways and then like juice spill, that's when I get mad because I even tipped you, Bridget. I even tipped you in a bit, and now I have to do the whole take picture, send it to them.
Yeah, you
and send
gotta-
me my
All that
money
work
back.
after,
All
yeah.
that work just because you decided to mess up.
It's like
So I'd
the
be giving people money after.
Okay.
it's the video I seen. I think it's viral, where the woman was delivering the groceries. She's like, "Yo, you're not gonna tip? I'm gonna put these groceries back in the trunk of my
Yeah,
car.
I see
and
that
I'm
one
gonna
too.
drive back to."
And drop it back there. You
'Cause-
can pick it up.
Because it implied that I thought, okay, I thought
I guess it was meant for a certain place, and they didn't tip.
no, she's at the customer's
No,
house,
she's at their house.
but
She's
the
dropping
customer
it off.
wouldn't tip, so she's like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no,
Yeah.
these are going back in my trunk, and I'm gonna drive off."
But yes, that does imply
why?
that the company is not paying her. It's like as if she is relying on the customers to pay her.
Tip, yeah.
But you're burning 2 times the gas. Be
Exactly.
ignorant.
That's the thing.
I
That's the
seen
thing.
the one where the man said, "Yo, there's 4 slices in the pizza that was gone," and the delivery driver and the man is cussing. He's like, "It's you that ate the pizza slices." No, it's you. He's like, "Look at you. You ate it. Look at your face." I'm like, "This is the driver, you know. This is the driver." I'm like, "Yo,
Yo, what?
Driver's cussing the customer out.
yeah." They're like,
saying-
this man saying, "You ate the pizza. It's not me. It's yo, yo near me. Yo, my don't lie upon me. I'ma lose my job."
That's crazy. Yo, those type of incidents are crazy.
Yo,
See,
That's
this,
why
this is why you need a
certain
dash
people,
cam.
I
yo.
feel like they just can't. Jamaican, I don't know. Like
Yo.
Jamaican could be a delivery, but like you cross that line.
that's
You
it.
Go
The
suck
nastiest
something.
cuss.
Like, hey boy, I don't know it. Yo, I ate your pizza. Man, I rasa man on name pork. Hey boy, don't disrespect. Fire upon. Hey,
Right there. You lost
Yo,
your case, eh?
hey yo,
you lost your
me
case.
murder. Yo,
Nah, you don't even have to
Yo.
get there. It's just
it's
the
a
fact
figure of
that
speech, but
Yeah.
it's
I and
it's in the
I.
other eyes.
The
He
I
said
and I
he's gonna
child.
kill
Yeah.
me. He started yelling. He said, "Bomber Clark. I don't know what that means. Save me." He was yelling.
Yo,
So wrong.
just okay. Keep it on the Jamaican thing, just to exit out the Keith Lee thing. Listen, man, if your food's trash, it will be trashed in public. It is what it is. What it is. I don't know what you expect, but like if you're serving mid to below average food, like yo, people are not gonna.
They're not gonna want it.
They're not gonna want it, like right
Facts.
now. In the subject of Jamaica,
Okay.
okay, take,
I don't even know how we could take it as segue, but DJ Academics.
Oh, hold on,
versus Saucy Santana.
academics. I'm gonna put your real name. Hold on, I'm gonna put your real name.
Nah.
You have a real Jamaican name too. That's crazy.
Real Jamaican bitch.
Livingston.
Livingston, whatever his name is. yeah,
Livingston. Holy.
Let me. Okay.
It don't get more yardy than that,
So,
man.
so,
Yo, like,
so, short story. I'll try. So, Academics was talking about City Girls album
Right.
not being the greatest. Saucy Santana defend her friends
right.
or
His
His-
friends.
His
His friends.
Saucy Santana defends his friends. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
sorry, I don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't want to mess that up.
You know what?
Saucy Santana defended Saucy's friends.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I'll try my best here.
They are
Sorry,
friends.
I'm working.
Yeah,
on it.
they are
Pray
friends.
for me. So, Academics.
What's the sound words?
The funny thing is, so Academics started cussing off Saucy.
Right.
He said some words that I haven't heard in a long time
Right. Okay.
because of the cancel culture. Not cancel culture, but like how offensive that word is.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't say it with potency, but he said it enough to be like, ooh,
Like right. Yeah.
listen, we
With
don't.
the content. Yeah.
At that moment, Academics was not Academics.
Yeah.
He was Livingston
You guys saw the
from
real.
Kingston, Jamaica.
Yeah. You guys saw the real like.
You
academics.
saw like I didn't think
Like
you
a
saw the
glimpse,
real,
like a
but
glimpse.
you saw
like a
the side of like because
side. Yeah. The side. Sorry.
the
Sorry.
side, the Jamaica side, just enough to know that like they don't ramp with
Yeah.
them type of something there.
Strong belief.
Strong, passionate
Passionate
belief.
Yes.
I think you
know?
said it with the S instead of just Trung. But okay.
strong. And keep in mind, like, if you were raised in an era, maybe, I don't know, 90s, 2000s,
Basically, yeah.
jeez.
Early 2000s.
TOK,
TLK, yeah. Elephant Man and Beanie Man,
Bojo,
Buju Banton. Oh, gee, here we go. They made him kiss the ring. But
them man there,
yeah,
where they used to bun out and kick out and stone out
yes.
certain communities.
Stones is crazy
It's
stuff.
not like, you should know that is not okay,
Right. Yeah.
Right.
right? It's just like that. I'll say homophobia is safe to say.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They stand on something and they stand firm.
Right.
Like, to the point that, like, yeah, you could die.
You can literally die.
Some places, some it's to the point that, like, you can't even say some words. You can't say terms like eat. You have to
Right.
say consume.
Right.
Bad man don't suck from straw. Bad man don't swing hips.
That's, even though they
Bad man no
do though, don't they? If you're dancing,
don't say that to bad man.
no, I know, but I'm just,
Bad man a bad man. Bad man a rad man.
yeah.
See? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. There's a time.
Right.
You know, there's only so much you can say without getting into song and getting into certain things. But
Right.
Livingston went off. Okay? And
Guys are
you could only go off in a certain platform. You couldn't do that on Twitch or YouTube or whatever.
no
At
way.
the same time, okay. I do
Where did he live stream then from?
Rumble.
Rumble, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Sassy replied,
That's what the you want to do. And after I beat you, I'ma you on your ass because you a bitch ass. That's what we do to you. Now.
Yes, Saucy did reply.
saying that she wants to fight. She said she wanted to fight before. Or he.
She wants to no, okay.
Saucy said she wanted. Saucy said
They.
Saucy wanted to fight.
Yes.
No, so,
Right.
okay. He wanted to fight Saucy, yes. Yes,
And-
yeah, he wanted to fight.
He wanted to fight, and he also wanted to. He's done.
I'll play the clip, but it's wild. It's just
And
it just like went whoa, like
I don't see the backlash on that
on the
side,
second part, yeah.
on that second part. Academics comes back. I'm assuming, I don't know, the clip, the way it looked like Academics came back,
Right.
tears in his eyes.
With everything we've talked about, bro, I've never cared about. I don't care what rapper got at me, bro, ever. But like, really, there's certain with I really don't with in my life, and I will never do. But like, I gotta sit here and act like I know I'm in America. I gotta sit here and just act like
Saying that, like, you know, it's like, man, cracking his voice.
Like that's
They don't take jokes like that seriously. Obviously,
he had one of those like if you guys remember back in the day, there was that one kid or a couple of kids that like anytime fights would start, they'll start crying and they'll be like,
Yeah.
it was like one
it's
of those.
It's
Yeah.
like, yo, you guys, I mean, there's certain things I don't play, yo. You could diss me, you could diss my brethren, but talking about my mom, dog. Talking about my mom,
And they had like tears. Yo.
and then it's like, now it's like, yo, you don't even understand what I want to do, dog. Like,
Yo.
and it gets to a point like it's like, yo, and it's, I mean, understandably so.
Right.
To what the threat was.
That's you're threatening to essay somebody. That's
kinda mad.
That's wild.
That's kind of mad. But it seems like a certain community can get it off. It seems like.
So okay, because of how new this is, in time we'll see.
We'll see how
I don't know
it
if he's gonna get away with it.
I don't see the backlash, like, because you always hear that whole concept of if you fight this person, it's a hate crime.
Right.
If you fight this,
Ooh.
if you fight this person, it's assault. If
Right.
you fight this person, it's a hate crime. This, that, and the third. And I don't know how true that is. I stay away from them type of situation. I don't plan to fight nobody.
So if okay.
But I mean, I feel like that was shade, though.
What?
What he said was shade. even though I get it in literal tense or literal context, it would be like, oh, that is a threat, sir.
He said you're gonna go full jailhouse.
Right. But it was the fact that he said,
Spin the
and
booty.
He's like, I'm gonna fight
I
you.
apologize.
I'm gonna fight you. Then do this because you're a beep beep guy.
Right, yeah.
Really was a beep beep beep.
You could fight. You want to fight? Go fight.
Right.
But if you want to, like, fatality,
That's
in
just
that type of sense,
That's his Mortal Kombat move.
that is
Oh my God,
no. That's
oh.
not. Don't even
Oh.
don't put that name and don't put Mortal Kombat.
That's Saucy Santana's Mortal
No,
Kombat.
but like to want to do that to
Finisher?
someone,
That's
that no, that's not.
Yo, that's funny.
Yo, that's crazy. Saucy, you're wrong for that still. If you stop that, like, if you just said I'm just gonna mess you up, I'm gonna fight you when I see you.
You could fight and win, and just leave
And
it.
just leave it
like
at that. But the extra part, ugh,
Nah, that was shade though.
the extra part was just like, what?
You can say that shade. You can say that shade, but we can't say that shade.
But I mean, it is.
That's what he
I
does.
mean, yeah, obviously to
That is not
you
okay.
guys, yeah,
That
it's
is not okay. I don't think that's okay in
And
all
that
aspects.
that would be the first time that you guys could say that's assault.
No, that's not. That is okay. That's not okay.
This is a
in
weird
all
example.
aspect.
I know.
All aspects
Remember
is
when Mike Tyson was he was doing promo fighting someone. He said, I'll eat your children."
Or,
Even
and then he said out to you love me.
until you love me, yes. Even okay, you know what? It's the same. It's the same thing.
Don't man.
The Mike Tyson,
It's
I'll
a
blank
thing
you till you
of,
love me.
it's like a take your manhood type thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's
Fire.
yeah.
I didn't even know. I didn't manhood fire. But you break it. Cat's going. My babe! Screw it up. It's scrambling me. Help! Sorry, but
Oh,
It's a lot of
that-
wars. That's a
that-
lot of
that-
internal wars that you're dealing with there.
yo, Saucy really said he's gonna nightstick. He's gonna nightstick academics. No, Livingston. You can't tell a Livingston you're gonna nightstick them.
He was talking to academics, saying he could do it to academics. Livingston is not the one you try that with.
You can't pull.
academics is
The-
okay?
yeah.
You can't pull them.
Not
still.
yeah.
No. Sorry, no. Academics is Livingston. Academics is Livingston. What did you say? Is that what you said? What did you say? Hold on. Wait, what did I say yes to? Wait, hold on. What did I say yes to?
What do you-
You're like Livingston. It's like, oh, Livingston is not who you do it to. I said, but academics, and you're like, yeah.
Wait,
academics, but not Livingston. I know they're the same people.
yeah, but like, yeah. Sorry, no. Like, you know you have
Catch me on the
YNW
Monday.
Melly, and then you
Talk to
have,
Livingston.
you know you have like YNW Melly and Melvin.
Okay, alter ego.
So like
Yeah.
academics is
Okay.
YNW Melly. Melvin and Livingston are best friends.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you can play that stuff with academics, but you can't play that.
I
stuff
don't
with
think you can
Livingston.
play with academics. Because if you try to play with academics, Livingston is coming out.
That's
And you saw Livingston for the first like minute there.
That's crazy.
Going
Like
off.
his debut.
But then he started crying after that.
Because
like-
Livingston is like, let me murder them. And it's like, no, we got to survive. No. It's like Hulk. You know, it's Hulk with his fighting. And it's like, no.
He just want to change.
You ever
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
that meme when the guy's like, no, scab out of me. Ding, ah, ding, ah. You know that meme?
I'm
When it's like flashback and bing, and it
Right.
shows something else. It's like, ah, it's like, bing. He's like, from in the park, ah. Like, it's bad. Like, it's not okay.
That's funny.
Yo,
But at the end of the day,
I mean, who would win?
that's not.
you know what's crazy? Sadly, Livingston will lose still. Saucy will win. I'm sorry, academics.
I don't know.
Saucy will win. Yo, Saucy will win.
I don't think so. I don't think so, yo. Say sauce him up, yo.
Saucy will sauce him up.
No, that's.
Oh, that's a weird. No! Oh,
sorry,
that
I'm
double entendre is crazy. After what he just said. But yeah, Saucy will sauce him up.
I
Twice.
don't think so, man.
That's crazy.
I don't think that fight's gonna happen.
No.
It
I don't-
wouldn't.
No. You don't think it wouldn't?
It would not.
No, I think it's really on site.
No matter what happens, Saucy got it up. Cause
Hey, yo.
He got it up no matter what position they're in, whatever. He
Holy.
got it up.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
I don't think academics going to have any hands on him
Oh,
at any
shoot.
point. Sasha
Yo.
got it up.
Okay, the position you were explaining before, we call it the bear claw.
Yeah, it's basically like when you're, because bear claws are like that, snaps over, right? What I was saying, it's like a bear crawl kind of thing. So it's like,
sorry, bear crawl.
Yes.
Sorry.
so it's like both parties, one person, the person who is the
You said
Underbody.
I'm thinking the Revenant, and that's not okay.
Oh, shoot.
bear crawl.
That is not okay, man.
Because it's like the one person's on on all fours and the other person is on top, and they're like holding onto the person's torso whilst their feet are
How do
like
we-
that.
No,
That's crazy
that's
still.
not. That's not.
What?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
if academics goes out like that, he can't go on the
I
internet
don't think-
again.
No, but I think.
He can't go on the internet
No,
again.
I don't think it's gonna happen because someone will get shot.
Oh,
do
you
you
think
say
it?
that?
Wow, you think it's going to that level?
Why would it escalate like that?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
You know, I think it's gonna be on site though.
No, it
Like
might
the minute
be
they lock
on site,
eyes, are like,
but
oh,
the difference is I'm
But
saying.
why would
Academics might say no.
Even a claim to even looking at someone in their eyes
No,
like
no,
that.
listen to me. Listen to me. No, no,
Nothing you
that's
can do.
no,
Son, tie that
no.
up.
I'm telling you
You
this.
don't understand.
That can't happen
It's
because
up.
academics is gonna be like, no, I don't want to fight. And if he does, Livingston's gonna be like, try me. Academics, Livingston.
Why would he do that?
Academics,
Academics would not do that to himself.
he might want to fight, but
Remember,
the thing about it,
the split,
the split person. When it's Jamaican, there's a split personality.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, every Jamaican or Jamaican raised person
Yes.
have this split, this alter ego
Okay.
that is the person that will like. So let me.
sounds like y'all
let's
need to
break
be
down.
in the DSM,
Let's
man.
break. Let's break
Your
down.
own thing.
Let's
Yes.
break down the science.
Yes. Break it
The
down.
Jamaican, in every Jamaican, I believe. Don't quote me on this.
Okay.
Right, okay.
It's
Allegedly.
like split down the middle,
Yes.
and that's like sanity, right? That's the Zen,
The,
The Zen.
the
Okay.
yin and yang,
Gotcha.
right?
Okay.
So the yin and yang is a nice person. He collects the information of an individual, understanding, stable,
Right.
great, and then there's another side. That's where all the suck your blank stay.
Right. Yeah.
That's where the bumbleclot stays. That's where the customized cuss word stays. That's where the lyricism of a couple dancehall clash songs stay.
Right. Yeah.
So if you try something and you hear something like, let me tell you something, this side has taken over.
Oh, oh yeah.
Go blank, 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 and I'll go back to the logical side and say, that's why you're ugly. That's why da 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 da.
Right.
Goes back to the evil side. I don't say the evil side.
But like
The
yeah.
bad man side or the bad person side.
Yeah.
The dark. Okay, dark. We'll call this one dark and light. Go back to the dark side. You're dirty, da 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 da. But at the same time, it still has a conscience. So you're dirty. You think like goat. You're ugly like a da 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 da. But then the light side will come back and be like, because you need to go bathe. So it's like they're helping you, but they're cussing you in the same way.
Right, right.
So he'll be like, I don't want to fight you, dark side, but me murder your blood. If you try me, come test me this morning. That's why you need to pray.
Right.
You heard it when Livingston was talking. He'll be like, yo, man, a bad man, me no pay with no blood, da 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 da.
Right.
Lights are. That's why you need to seek God. And you need to pray. But bad man don't play with them type of something there. Because you try me, I'm a deal. Light side. That's why you can't go to certain places.
Yo,
TTC.
I mean-
You see me play my blink blink fair, go blink 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 blink. That's why you need to be safe at your workplace, because you try me, you're gonna get your face kicked. Like it just shifts.
It shifts
from
shifts,
side
yeah.
to side.
Definitely giving bipolar, but
I mean,
yeah.
saying that a lot of
Yeah.
Jamaican people are bipolar.
not bipolar, jaw-polar.
I said japolar. Japolar. Like they'll tell you about yourself and then tell you how to fix it.
Right.
That's how they'll cuss you. They'll tell you about yourself and then tell you how to fix it.
That's
You
funny.
dirty da 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 da. You need to wash your damn hands.
And then if they're not saying anything, then they are sane and calm
Yeah.
and then serene. Okay, that means they're not.
But
just,
if it get fully dark,
Oh,
you can
voice
die.
voice cracking.
You get starved. You get starved.
clearly
Because they'll say,
stuttering.
me murder you, me murder anybody. Like they get, you know, if it starts sounding like Sinza Kalanji,
Oh,
you start getting Sinza Kalanji sounding, you need to just run. It cancels out with certain Jamaicans. When a Jamaican and Jamaican
Yo.
argue, they can both get dark, but it's like negative hits a positive. So that's why when you see it in an argument, it doesn't get fully dark until
Right.
someone gets pacifying in a sense sometimes.
Right.
Not every time.
Not every time. Yeah.
But that's it. I may be wrong, but you know, that's my research
okay.
so far.
Yeah.
Amen.
Being, you know,
Just
Jamaican.
to close.
Canadian,
Like,
but you know, being in Jamaican household and the things I've seen and experienced,
look,
that
man.
is my study.
Just to close, Livingston. I hope you don't get bear clawed. I hope you don't get German suplexed. I hope you get knocked out. Otherwise, that's the end. No, like knocked out.
You
Like
can't get knocked out. You can't fight. Don't fight. Don't fight. Don't fight.
said some-
Talking about
you sound-
attacking that
yo, you sound
Mr.
so-
Knock.
Don't fight.
you sound so concerned. Like you're like
Don't fight. This is not the fight you want to have.
Oh, of course,
Not
absolutely.
because of strength, feet, whatever. You're not. You're
Because of
not.
feet, strength, feet,
No.
hands,
No.
a
Strength,
little bit of
no,
elbows.
strength defeat. Like,
Oh,
no,
okay.
like, this is not the
Mindset.
fight you want to have
Nope.
because you won't win.
Yep.
You won't
In
win.
all directions,
In all directions, you won't win.
So if he gets knocked out, they go, you got knocked out with saucy. And then more.
right?
Like,
And then if he knocks out Saucy, how can you do that?
how could you do that? Ooh,
Right?
damn.
You can't win.
Double-edged sword, duh. Catch-22, man.
He's in a weird spot still.
And some people will
Stay
stand
away.
by it. Some people will stand by it.
Right.
That's why Lil Boozy's still around.
That's for
But
Right.
are they gonna go out in the open and say that? No, because everybody's quiet about it, and
right.
you know, and if you don't stand, you get slain. Like it's
You
about,
know-
it's all these different. There's all these different things. It's like there's a bunch of
Wait,
of
wait, wait.
convolution. No, let's keep it going.
If you don't stand, you get slain.
The slayed. Like is it?
Okay.
Are we saying slay?
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Oh. Damn.
But anyway,
I'm dead.
it's a very equality for all.
Is it? Is it?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Or is it that we're
gonna
just
leave it at-
realizing politics here?
There's politics.
It's been a recurring
there's,
thing.
There's politics, propaganda at its finest. Maybe we don't know. You know,
Maybe
When-
this is
when-
also to boost the actual sales and records.
You see, Z said something
When
smart, and it's been happening. No, I've been questioning that a lot. Like, anytime like
certain things
something,
are pushed a certain way.
Yeah,
Right.
It
It's
might
pushed
be the
fast,
gimmick.
heavy, and if you don't support something, you are the problem.
because first he comes out, the album's trash. What album? The City Girls album. City Girls has an album. What's the album called? He'll say the name of the album too. So they start researching. Saucy jumps in. They start beefing.
It's like you talking about my friends and their album. How can you talk about my friends and their album when their album is
See?
great?
You see? And it bumps and bumps.
Especially on track number 2. Let's talk about guys like you.
Okay, wow.
Then he jumps and retorts, and then it's like, oh, don't talk to me in that way.
Remember, it's the Will and Jada thing. Even though that's happening, Jada was promoting her memoirs and Will Smith was promoting his book the year before.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder, like,
Is it a gimmick?
All right, we're back. Yeah. Other than that, I peace for all, and I don't want
that's the
them
only
to
thing I'd
fight.
say. Like, yeah,
I
because
don't want anybody to fight. I don't want anybody to go through any of these type of things.
I don't know if you lose to men in the BBL, that's crazy still.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's real scars right there. It's real scars.
Yo, oh,
And I honestly, if there was a betting system out there, my bet's on Santana.
Nah, Santana might clean up. Santana might clean up Livingston still.
Santana got the hands, man. You seen Santana in those TikTok videos? Listen, baby,
I don't know.
quick with the hands.
I think it's the best time to wrap this up.
Seems that segment.
You don't want to do a relationship question?
It
I
seemed
don't
that.
remember my relationship questions.
Oh, it seemed that segment exhausted you, like how.
You guys have any? What do you want to promote? What do you want to promote? What do you, Nancy? What do you want to promote?
It's like the segment just evaporated.
Nancy-
It's like it's like someone put
Nah,
their hands on
something
James.
just came. Something just came. No.
Oh, so-
Nancy, you want to promote? Something? No,
Hey,
nobody's putting no hand upon me. Nancy, promote. Let's get out of here.
It's like someone absorbed his powers. Just oh.
Hey, Nancy.
Hey, beautiful people. How you guys doing? Checking in with you. You can definitely find me at the Nerds Z on Instagram, THENERDZZZ. And you can follow my photography page at triplez.studio, TOZZZ.STUDIOTO. Or not or. And if you're interested in, excuse me, that was really bad. Let me get all sexy again. If you're interested in attending my party, definitely check out on my page, and you should be able to see the information listed in my bio.
All right. This episode's crazy. Del Nigiro, DELNIJIRO. Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. That's it for now. If anyone's in Toronto, check out Fusion Expo, I believe.
Profusion.
Profusion Expo. That'll be the Wednesday and Thursday. Check out some new cameras, video, the latest printing stuff downtown. Details if you just Google them and stuff like that.
Nice.
Jay Hunterville, Lupus on Twitch. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing this week. I'll definitely let you know when the time comes.
What?
I'm sorry. If you have any questions, complaints, concerns, send it to askevent@gmail.com. We're on all streaming platforms. If we're not there, we'll let you know. Thank you guys for watching. You guys be safe on these streets.
Believe you say
Do
that.
not hurt people. And this is the vent. We out. Peace.
Peace.